Hi, I'm Jenna, also known as RetroLemon, and this is episode 78. A big hello and welcome to all new viewers, and a big thank you for all you returning viewers. I have a guest today. I don't know, hopefully I'm holding her up enough. This is our new kitty. I had talked last week about the kitty, so I thought, well, I gotta introduce you all to her. So this is Lucy. That was the name that had won. We try to run things in our household as a democracy, the best to our abilities at times. But of course, my husband and I get to veto and overrule and all that good stuff. So, isn't she precious? She's little, like really little, like little. I just love how tiny she is. And she's such a sweetheart. She's such a good kitty. But you know, I guess Lucy's had enough. I forget, I guess, how much fun a new kitten is. We haven't had a kitten in a long time. The cat we have currently is 11. Yeah, he's 11. Have to really think about it. Come here. She's like, no. I woke her up from a nap. She was sleeping. So, anyways, we have prizes to give away. One that includes Lucy's name. So the first one we're going to do, I'm going to announce the winners for the Moon Dance knit-along. I went ahead and did the random number generator and pulled the numbers. So, winner number 1, who gets this fabulous skein of Dancing Dog Dye Works Twist Sock Luxe, which is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. And you get 400 luscious yards. In the Love My Nomies colorway, which is one of my favorites, is number 4, who is Polly Jean, whose name is Paula. So, please contact me, first and last name, full address, and I will ship this out to you. So, congrats. And then, second winner, who gets this fabulous random project. The cat just jumped up and knocked something over. Sorry. The second winner, who gets this lovely, beautiful royal purple random projects bag, which is a Della-Q bag, has a little Della-Q tag, is number 6, who is Sandy Knits 88, who is Sandy. So, same thing, full name and address, and I will get this sent out to you. And a huge, huge thank you to Dancing Dog Dye Works for providing both prizes for this knit-along. Okay, so then we had, I had posed a question to you. It was probably about halfway through the episode, or a little more than halfway. What all in common do the names Lucy, Eleanor, and Prudence have? And everybody got it right. Which I figured most people probably would. I figured the name Prudence would either confuse you or give it away totally, because Prudence is just not a very common name. And Prudence was what I was voting for. So the kids each picked a name. I liked Prudence, my husband liked Lucy. So the kid who picked Eleanor got to be the tiebreaker. He picked Lucy. He was like, Lucy, because it was never going to be Prudence, because I guess he didn't like the name. So that is how Lucy got her name. And my husband and I are both like really huge Beatles fans, and so we tried to, hold on, there she is, there's Lucy. She makes me so happy. We try to be creative, I guess, in picking names, and the thing with our pets is they have to have people names, because they're family members, and I wouldn't name my kids Puddles or Fluffy or something like that, And so they're family members. Our pets are just like family, so we give them people names. Hi, sweetheart. She's looking up at me like, play. So thank you all for playing along, and it was fun. So the winner, who gets their choice of any one of my patterns, is number 30, which is Veelau, I believe how it is pronounced. It's Veelau, and her name is Laura. So Laura, just shoot me a private message on Ravelry and let me know which pattern that you would like. So yay, that brings us into the knit along that's currently going along. We are having our, July and August knit along, which is lace. We've been doing techniques every 2 months, in case if you're a new viewer. So for these 2 months, we are doing, she looks like she's all sleeping. We've been doing lace, and so if you didn't get your moon dance done in July, you can still get it done in August and enter it for fabulous prizes. So what are those fabulous prizes? Up for grabs is a skein of Space Cadet Creations in the Aurora base in the colorway, a colorway for Carrie, which is beautiful, like a plummy purple, a little bit of gray, some like a golden peachy that gets even more golden, and like a mauvey rose. And it is 70% superwash merino, 20% cashmere, and 10% nylon. You get 350 yards, 100 grams. It's super soft, super nice. Donated by myself. And then the other prize is a set of stitch markers. These ones are mine. I can't wait to use them. I want to start another sweater, so I figure by the time I get everything else done knitted, it'll be time for my sweater, and I can use these for my sweater. So, Caterpillar Designs has donated a set of stitch markers that you get to go and pick from her Etsy shop. So these ones are mine, but they're super duper cute. I love them. Can't wait to use them. But I don't want to use them yet because I want to keep showing you, and I love the little cards she puts them on with her little caterpillar. So, you'll get to pick a set if you are the second winner. So, that's it for the knit-alongs. Coming up in September and October, we're going to do interlock. Now, I have found that some people have it's like, interlock is a love-hate thing. You either love it and you think it's really cool and fun, or you hate it. I know some people don't like the back side of it because it's not as pretty as the front side. I don't have a problem with things that clearly have a back and a front. So that's just me. But I love interlock. I think it's really fun. I think it works out pretty quick. I am going to be doing an interlock shawl. I don't know that I'll get it done in the 2 months, but I'm gonna give it a try because I've made I think only 2. I don't think it's 3. I think I've made 2. 2 interlock scarves out of Noro, and I love it. I love mine, and then I made my bestie one for Christmas one year. So somewhere I have the yarn. I'm like looking. I've been trying to like organize things a little different. And somewhere I have the box that all the yarn is in. I got some Jojo Land Rhythm. So it's not Noro, but it fades. It's like, it's a marled yarn. So it's like 2 colors that are twisted together, and then they transition as you go. Anyways, I'm using the yarn that the shawl calls for. I got it on sale. I think it might have been like half price or something at Webb's. They were discontinuing it out. And the pattern was available through Webb's because it was not a Ravelry download. And I just want to be like, look, everything should be a Ravelry download. But that's just me. So that's what I will be doing, but just to give you a heads up of what's coming up. I mean, you still have well, you got, what, 3.5 more weeks left of August? I can't believe it's August already. I'm like, where has the year gone? This year, for me, has gone super, super fast. So, anyways, we're going to move into finished objects. Now, I talked about this fish last week. This is Cory the Curious Fish. And I didn't have it, and I found it. I went and wrangled it up. So, this one was one of my prototypes, and it is made out of 716 knit. It was her worst. I was thinking the worst was called Boss, but I don't think so. No. I don't know. It was her worst, and she doesn't have the worst anymore. That makes me kind of sad. She has a DK, but I love worst. I love worsted weight so, so much. It is my yarn of choice. If there's like tons of stuff sitting out on the table, that is probably what I am going to go for 75% of the time. Sometimes, now if it's a striped sock yarn, I'm going to, of course, go for the stripes. But, so probably more than 75%, maybe 90%. So anyways, it's in Embrace This Thing Called Life, which I love this colorway. I only have a little bit left, and I'm going to be so sad when it's gone. Because she does like this like splattery effect, and it's just cool. I love the blues and the yellows, and there's little pops of like pinkish red and green, and I love it. And then the blue, the solid blue, is Cascade 220 Superwash in the Puget Sound colorway, which I think really complements the blue in the fish. I used the same color combination for one of my frog samples. And I just loved how the frog came out, and my son totally took that. So, I thought, oh, I'll make a fish. I don't know who this is going to go to yet. It'll probably go in, like, the Christmas box and go to somebody for Christmas or something. Or I might keep it. I have a hard time parting with some of my babies. So then, I was working on 2 other fish last week, and I finished them both. Toys for the win! So, first up is this fish. I love this fish. This is another Cory the Curious Fish, which I feel so bad. I've gotten so many PMs from people wanting to know how to buy the pattern. Because they go to the pattern page and you can't click on it and buy it. And I feel horrible having to say, well, it's going to be for sale. Just not right away. And I don't know when exactly. Hopefully by the end of the year, but I'm not sure. But it was a club pattern for the Dancing Dog Dye Works club. But it will be available, and I'm so excited that so many people love it, because I love it, and I love its lips. So, this one's made out of Dancing Dog Dye Works, and the variegated is the Cheeky Chicks, and the yellow is called Sunny Side Up. Oh, my kitty. Oh. No, not the camera. She was getting out where the camera is. Oh, boy. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Get down. I'm so sorry if it's shaking because she's like jumping and... Okay. I'm sorry. Anyway, so this is for one boy for his birthday because they both, in a roundabout way, requested fish. So, and then this is for the other boy for his birthday. And this is also Dancing Dog Dye Works. This is the Turtle colorway, which is greens and blues, and then the the green parts are lime. But I love them. I love them both. I think the boys are going to like it. I think they really catch the personality of each boy. I think they're so cute. I can't wait to do a photo shoot with them. I gotta keep them in this bag though. Until I put them, I'll probably just put them in gift bags. That's what you gotta do with stuffies. Unless you have boxes they'll fit in to wrap them. Because other than that, your stuffy is not gonna look good wrapped. So I gotta hide them in this bag. And I'm so sorry the cat's looking like she's gonna pounce up there again. She is. I might have to take her out of the room. Be like, I'm gonna take the cat out. That sounds terrible. So next up, we have a little boy who needs a birthday present this weekend, who is not my child. He is a family member. So I'm like, shoot, I don't know his favorite color. I don't really know what animal he likes. And I'm kind of on a time budget because I got so many things going on. So I whipped up an Orbit. I love knitting up older patterns of mine because it's like revisiting old friends. So, Orbit here is knit with Cascade Superwash 220. It is the same blue that I used for the fish. It's called Puget Sound. And they also have numbers, but I buy them on Jimmy Bean's Wool, and they list the number and the color name. I can remember the color names, not the numbers. So, yeah, really quick knit. I started it one evening, finished it the next. Very happy with how he came out, because I thought, well, it's a little boy, and most boys like blue, right? You know, blue, red, green. I'm like, just basic. Oh, he's so soft and squishable. Cascade 220 Superwash is such nice, inexpensive toy yarn, especially since it can be washed and thrown in the dryer and easy care. Because if you follow me on Instagram, I had given a Maggie the Mama Owl that was all done in Dancing Dog Dye Works, a really nice yarn, and they took it to the babysitter's house, and the babysitter has a new puppy. Yeah, the puppy got a hold of the owl and bit the eye off it and ripped a hole in it, and I totally had to perform reconstructive surgery, and now you would never know. The Maggie looks like new, but that just was a great reminder to me of why you don't use expensive yarn and give it to somebody else's kid. So yeah, I finished three things this week, because this fish was already done. I have so much fun with my toys, I'm telling you. So the only other thing I have worked on this week, and I have worked on it a lot, is the moon dance. The moon dance for my mama. So I am to the last section. That's all I need to do is the last charted section. Yes. So this will be done this week. I hope. The goal is to have it finished, washed, and blocked by next week's episode. So I know I'll definitely have it finished, but I hate blocking. I don't find a lot of enjoyment in it, as I know a lot of other people don't either. But it is looking gorgeous. Try to stretch it out here for you. It'll be so much nicer once it's all blocked. So I'm knitting this with the Grinning Gargoyle. The Grinning Gargoyle, it's a sock. It is her 50% silk, 50%, I'm assuming it's merino. I believe so. 50% wool. And it is in the signature red colorway, which is lovely. I think my mom is gonna love it. So, I swear, you know, when I first started this, I used a pretty long needle. I think it's a 40-inch, 42. I don't know, 40 or 42. And I thought, hey, you're working for so long. I'm like, yeah. I know I'm going to fill up the needle. And now I'm to the point where, like, all my stitches are crammed. And I'm like, yep, glad I hunted down that longer cable. Because I would have been upset with myself going, why didn't I just start with it? And that's it. That has been the big thing I have been working on. And let me tell you, my old cat has no interest in my yarn. He could give 2 cares to the wind. The kitten, I'll be sitting there knitting, watching TV, and next thing I know, she's like pouncing on me, she's biting the yarn, and yeah. So this would have probably already been done if I hadn't constantly kept untangling her, setting her up, untangling her. I mean, she just doesn't stop. So if my husband's watching TV with me, he'll grab her and, you know, hold her and pet her and try to distract her. But I'm almost done. I've almost used just the first skein. I mean, I'm going to be able to do, I'm not going to need much of the second skein. I have 2. So I'm really blown away at the people who are using over 600 yards for this pattern. It just, like I said, I mean, everybody's different. It has to be a gauge thing or something, because my original one, I only used 560 yards. This one I'm probably going to only use about the same. I'm using the same needles as the other one and the whole bit. So, it just surprises me. So I did put in the pattern 600 to 700 yards only because everybody else was using way more yardage than me. Like 100 yards. So, but then I keep thinking, I'm like, I'm going to just use a little bit of the second skein, and I don't think it's a ton of yardage. It might be like 420 yards, and I'm like, then what do I do with the rest? Because it doesn't seem like it's enough to make, I don't know. I mean, I know I'll be able to make something. It's just not coming to me yet. Because I wouldn't, it's sock yarn. I'm not 100% sure the proper way to pronounce it. It's S-E-D-A. Someone out there's probably yelling it at me. Sock. I would never make socks with this yarn because it's 50% silk and 50%, I believe it's merino, but it's wool. But there's no stretch to it. The yarn has like zero stretch, and I just don't think it would wear well as sock yarn for socks. It's making a beautiful, absolutely beautiful shawl though. It's so soft and luxurious feeling. So, I don't have any yarny goodness or fiber goodness. I haven't spun it all because I've been so busy knitting birthday things. Everything I've shown you are birthday things. The fishies, the orbit, the shawl, birthday things. Then it's going to be Christmas knitting. So, yeah, that's it this week for the knitting. I feel like it wasn't very much. But yeah, I felt like I was knitting every chance I had. So if you leave me now, I will see you next week. But moving into a slice of life, I don't really have a whole lot. I did start the 30-day shred, and it has been kicking my butt. I have been in so much pain. I feel like I've been in like a car accident. It's just that all over achy body feeling that every time you like go to sit down and stand up, you're like, oh. So I did it 3 days the first 3 days, and then I took a break. And then I did one day. I took yesterday off. Yesterday I just felt horrible. I took like a 2.5 hour nap in the middle of the day. It was like in the afternoon. I was just like out cold. My husband's like, I knew you weren't feeling good. I just let you sleep. I felt better when I got up. I still don't feel like quite 100%. I don't know if I have a touch of something or I don't know. So I've done 4 days of it. Now, I guess it gives you the impression that you're supposed to do it every day for 30 days. But Heather, Boutros Babe on Ravelry and Plurk and all that, dyer behind Highland Handmaids, hostess of Fiberista Files. She wears many hats. She's been a real big cheerleader of mine with my fitness and exercise and everything. And she has said that on the podcast that Jillian Michaels does, that you're supposed to do like 3 days and then take a day off and 3 days. So you're supposed to have rest days. So I'm like, well, that's good, because honestly, I could not do it. I mean, I keep thinking, okay, it's been 7 months now, because I started August 1st with Jillian Michaels' 30-day shred. So I've had 7 full months of exercising and eating right and, you know, doing everything right for the most part. I thought I was, like, more physically fit for this. Like, I thought, okay, it's going to be tough. I'm not denying that, but I mean, the sweat would just, like, run down my face, and I just was, like, a puddle by the time it was done. And I'm like, my body hurt, and it was, like, I was still surprised. Like, I still obviously have a long way to go. But I'll probably do it today, even though I don't, it's not fun. I'm really missing Richard Simmons right about now. I'm like, he makes me smile. And then it's like, it's so weird because, like, you know, when you first start to eat healthy, you know, you still kind of have those cravings, and then they kind of go away. And all of a sudden, like, now I'm like, I cannot tell you what I would do for a donut. Like, a heavy cake donut that was, like, fried and greasy with chocolate frosting. No sprinkles. I don't like sprinkles. I don't know what it is. Just thick chocolate fudgy. And I don't know, like, where this has come from. And now I'm like, I want pizza. I want pizza so bad. And french fries. I cannot even begin to tell you how bad I want french fries. And it's like, I don't know where this, I think it's stress. There's a lot going on right now for me that, you know, a lot of just things happen in life and they're not in your control and you just have to deal with it. So, I think it's stress. I think it's brought on by stress because I'm the first one to admit I am an emotional eater. So, it's like all that has kind of come back, and you kind of would think after 7 months that it wouldn't be there. But then I have to remind myself that being an emotional eater and being an overeater is an addiction. It is just like anything else. And I guess those cravings and just, you know, things come back, and I'm not giving in to them yet, although I had a half of a peanut butter sandwich. I counted the points in for it. It was so freaking delicious. I could have eaten like 3 more, at least. So, that's kind of where I am. I did lose 0.7 this week to put me at 49, no, I'm getting numbers mixed up, sorry. 54.9. So just like 1 point of a pound. Ooh, sorry, got a text from my husband. So I'm just like 0.1 of a pound away from a full 55. But if I talk to people outside of here, I'm going to be like, yeah, I've lost 55 pounds. Because that 0.1, like, really. But I'm still that half pound away from breaking through that next BMI level. So technically, I am still in the obese category by a half a pound. A half of pound. Oh. And I know some people are going to be like, it's a half a pound, right? But it's just, it's like a milestone, right? It's like, you know, if you're 20 and a half, you're still not 21 to go out and celebrate a big birthday. That's like a milestone, right? So to me, it's kind of like that. Like, I'm almost there, but I'm not there yet, so I can't celebrate it yet. Like, on the BMI scale, I'm still, like, on Fitbit and the Wii and Weight Watch, I'm still in that category, and it's just, once I break through, I think I'll be in a really good place. I think that's adding to my stress, that pesky half a pound. So, now that I'm talking about it, I'm like, yeah, I need to go do the shred today and try to bust through that pound. Hopefully. I keep thinking that's what I need, because one thing, I guess, you know, it didn't occur to me right away when I was losing weight, the effect that it has on your body. Now, I'm not just talking like, okay, yeah, you know, you lose weight, it's good for your body, but things aren't as toned as you kind of imagine they'll be as you lose the weight. So I still have, like my tummy needs some work. I mean, you know, I've had kids and all, so it was kind of out of shape to begin with. But, so I'm like, okay, that was like my main motivation for doing the thread, because I know it's not as much about losing weight with that as it is losing inches. So, that's what I need. I'm not as focused on the weight, I guess, now as I am on the inches. I want to tone. That's my main motivation. But I still just, that half pound. It's a thorn in my side, it is. But that's it for me. So, hopefully I will find the inspiration I need, because, oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing a 5K this month. I'm like, yeah, what was I thinking? Oh well. It'll be fun, and I will do my best, and it's another milestone. It is something that 7 months ago, if you would have told me I would have been doing a 5K, I would have laughed in your face. I would have been like, yeah, you're crazy. So, I have that coming up, and I'm so nervous. I'm nervous and I'm excited, but mainly nervous. So, alright, that's it for me this week. I need to go because I have nothing else to talk about, and I'll just start blabbering on. So, I am Jenna, also known as RetroLemon. I am RetroLemon on Ravelry, Plurk, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, but I don't tweet. Fitbit. I'm like, you know, my thing. My RetroLemon on Fitbit, RetroLemon on Weight Watchers. So, you can find me all over the place. So, till next week. I'll see you then. Bye.